History of defamation. Defamation is the act of communicating to a third party false statement about a person, place, or things that results in damage to its reputation. It can be spoken, slander, or written libel. Defamation has been recognized as an actionable wrong in various forms across historical legal systems and in various moral and religious philosophy. Defamation law in contemporary legal system can primarily be tracked back to Roman and early English law.
Purpose of defamation, we have two, which is one, aim to provide society with sufficient scope for the discussion of an individual character while protecting individuals from unnecessary insult and pain. Second, to provide the reputation of defame a party and to provide compensation for any damage incurred as a result of any such statement.
There are two types of defamation. First, we have libel. Second, we have slander. Libel is defamation in a permanent form and is usually visible to the eye, such as item in writing, while include email, picture, statues, or effigies. Section 3 of Act provide that the broadcasting of word by means of radio communication shall be treated as publication in a permanent form and therefore constitute a libel. Libel is actionable person, which means that a plaintiff need not prove any damage. This is because the law presumes that when a person's reputation is assailed, some damage must result. A bank commit a ton of defamation if it wrongfully print the word account closed on a check that is in fact bound to honor. Second, slander is defamation in a temporary or transit form. Publication is usually made through spoken word or gesture. A slander is not actionable person. The plaintiff therefore need to prove action or special damage in order to succeed in his action. The preferred term in actual rather than special damage, and where reference is made to a special damage, it is synonymous with actual damage. There are several offenses in defamation. First, we have Section 499 of the Penal Code 1 provide that whoever by word make or publish any imputation concerning any person intending to harm the reputation and shall also be liable to fine of such person is said to defame that person. The punishment of defamation under the Penal Code is ruled by Section 500 to be up to 2 years maximum in prison, a fine, or both. Furthermore, Section 233 of the Communication and Multimedia Act 1998 makes online defamation an offenses offense to use a network service or apps for improper purpose.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul Minin Mekan Nizam, and I am presenter number 2, which is I continue from Ikmal. For element, there are 3 elements, which is there is the defamatory statement made either in permanent or temporary form. Number 2 is defamatory statement concern the plaintiff, and number 3 is the defamatory statement is published to a person other than the plaintiff. So we're going to the specific, which is there is the defamatory statement made. So have a 2 idea, which is the natural and ordinary meanings. Statement that are defamatory in their natural and the ordinary meaning, which includes number 1 is the literary meaning of the words, number 2 is the implied and inferred or indirect meanings, and number 3 is any meanings based on the general knowledge. So idea number 2 is the innuendo, which is the statement that are not the defamatory in nature but may by looking at the consumptions and in which the statement were made, so make the particular statement defamatory. Second slide, which is the defense, which is means that in the event that the plaintiff could establish that the 3 criteria for defamation is present, the burden is then on the person making the statement, which is the defamer, to raise any defense to justify the reason of making the defamatory statement. The effect of this defense is that even if the statements are defamatory, the defamer will not be liable to compensate the plaintiff. Second slide is the defense, which is the defense of the justification, which means that to rely on the defense of justification, the person who made the defamatory statement must show that the defamatory statement is true or sustainability true. Number 2 is the fair comment, which is number 1, the defamatory statement are comment or opinion as opposed to statement of facts. Number 2 is the comment must be fair and based on the true facts. And number 3 is such statement is a matter of the public interest. So number 4 is the qualified privilege. The maker of the statement has earned the interest of the duty, legal, social and or moral, to publish the word to a person, to entity to whom they were published, and the person entity to whom the word were published had a corresponding interest or the duty to retrieve them. So the final or the last is absolute privilege. The defense of absolute privilege is defense of the defamatory statement made with the aim of facilitating the effective discharge of your public duty. So duty in just judicial proceed or event leading to the judicial proceeding. So for the action, the event that the plaintiff established a case of defamation and the defamer has failed to raise any positive defense, the plaintiff will be entitled to certain remedies under the law. The more common remedies available to the plaintiff would be damage compensation or the apology from the defamer. So, although there is no fixed formula to calculate damage or compensation when the proceeding is brought to court, the court will assess damage based on the among other the reputation of the plaintiff, the severity and the seriousness of the defamatory statement to the plaintiff, and the intention behind the making of such a statement. So that's all from me, and I will pass to the Ikmal back. Thank you.
There are several cases related to defamation. First, we have Vivian Yusof case, which is Vivi Yusof filed defamation suit against social media user of B40 and 40 remark. Second, we have the court strike out Hanayo defamation suit against ex-IGP Musa Hassan on technical reason. So we will discuss furthermore about this case. So we will go to the first case, which is Vivian Yusof. Defamation suit against a netizen for illegally slandering her on the issue of the government helping the B40 and M40 group affected by COVID-19 outbreak. According to the statement of claim found in an e-filing search, Vivi, as the plaintiff said on March 28, she had posted a video on her Instagram account of conversation between 4 entrepreneurs regarding COVID-19 economic impact and the economic stimulus package announced by the former Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. The businesswoman claimed that the defamatory word, among others, mean that the plaintiff did not sympathize with the B40 and M40 groups and was arrogant and selfish, as well as being not professional beside giving importance to profit alone. As such, the plaintiff is seeking general aggravated and exemplary compensation and an injunction for the defendant to delete the defamatory word, beside requesting her to issue a statement of apology to the plaintiff. Second, we go to the second case about the court strike of Hanayo defamation suit against ex-IGP Musa Hassan on technical reason. The lawsuit over the remark Musa as the defendant made during a speech at a forum held University Technology Mara UITM on January 30, 2020. Based on the lawsuit filed on the July 3, 2020, Yoh alleged that Musa gave a speech at the forum titled Wacana Isu Semasa Perjanjian Damai Hatnyai 1989, PKM menyerah diri. Musa's statement were defamatory and malicious as they were untrue and premeditated and made in bad faith to tarnish her reputation and also intend to harm her politically. The plaintiff also applied to the court to issue an injunction to stop Musa, his officer or agent from saying or publishing the defamatory remark, in addition to claim compensation in the form of general damage, aggravated damage, exemplary damage, as well as cost the relief. So this case is related to the defamatory.
In conclusion, is it still relevant? For me, yes, it's still irrelevant because there are a lot of defamation or slander around us that can bring someone down. So I believe the existence of this law can protect individual from spreading defamation. Thank you. That's all from us.